Tonight on Job Swap, the show that takes two people and sees how well they get on working at each other's jobs for a month, we've got Keith, a journalist for a Glasgow-based broadsheet newspaper, and he swapped jobs with this, a wooden spoon used for stirring soup from the kitchen of a Mrs. McTavish. How did each of them get on? Let's find out. 3 days into his new job, and Keith is already coming across problems.
I keep trying to stir the soup, but... Ow! But I keep burning my hands. Ow! 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 This is harder than I thought. But I bet that wooden spoon's finding my job harder. I'll give the office a call and find out how it's doing. Hello? It's Keith. Could you put me through to the arts desk? Hi, it's Keith. Do you know that wooden spoon doing my job? How's it doing? What? Oh, it's not working there anymore? Oh, couldn't cut it, eh? What? It's been promoted! It's the war correspondent! Oh no! I still can't stir the soup. Ow!
Back at the paper's offices, and the wooden spoon is again the centre of attention. The editor has singled out the spoon for praise, having just returned from Iraq with a piece of such groundbreaking journalism that it is shortlisted for the Pulitzer. Meanwhile, back in Mrs. McTavish's kitchen, Keith, after 1 week, still hasn't figured out how to stir the soup. I decide to tackle him on his ineptitude. Keith, what do you usually do when you need to figure out a problem at work?
I normally phone my friend Claire, who works for The Guardian down in London, and she tells me what to think. I'm just waiting on her to call me back. Hello, Claire? Yeah, I've got some soup in front of me, and I need to make it move about in the pan. What did I do? Uh-huh. Yeah, what was that? How far have I got so far? Well, I've listened to the new Franz Ferdinand CD and taken some speed, but the soup's still not moving.
Meanwhile, back in the newspaper's offices, the wooden spoon has gone from strength to strength. Not only has it been made deputy editor, but it now has its own lifestyle column in the paper's Sunday supplement magazine. Entitled Stirring Things Up, A Spoon's Thoughts, it deals with the pressures of holding down a high-powered media job and leading a busy domestic existence. After 3 weeks in Mrs. McTavish's kitchen, Keith is still struggling.
I've decided to do what I normally do when I reach such a creative block, and that is to go on the internet, cut and paste something, and then just put my name to it. So I'm currently seeing if I can download a soup stirring flash animation, and then go Bluetooth wireless and network up to the soup and firewire it. And actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I'll just throw my laptop into the soup and see what happens. Oh, I can't imagine that's going to be very good for it. I better reach in and get it. Ow! 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 Ow!
You're listening to Radio Scotland. It's a bum-destroying monster machine.
Okay, you're on in 2 minutes. I have one very important thing I must tell you to complete your lion taming training.
I will pay close attention, the great Magnifico.
First, I open the lion's mouth like this. And then I put my head in.
I can't hear you. Oi, Magnifico, I can't hear you. You've got your head in the lion's mouth. Oi, I can't hear a word you're saying. Take your head out of the lion's mouth.
And as long as you do that, you'll be perfectly safe. Aha! You're on, my friend. Quick! The crowd will love you. What? Go!
Hello. Joining me tonight on the Moral Maze panel, Stephen Rose, the evolutionary biologist at Imperial, David Starkey, constitutional historian and fellow of Christchurch,
Claire Fox, former editor of the Marxist Times and now member of the Ideas Institute, and Michael Gove, columnist of the Telegraph and member of Parliament. And tonight's moral dilemma is: would you rather have your willy cut off and your bum filled with cement, or your bum cut off and your willy filled with cement? Claire Fox, your thoughts. This wine that I pour is my blood. And this bread that I break is my body. With this,
Excuse me, Lord.
Yes, Timothy?
You said bread, right?
Yes, this bread is my body that I ask you to eat. Is it a problem?
It's just I'm kind of on this new diet. I'm not really supposed to eat wheat.
You've got to be kidding. You're not allowed to eat wheat?
That's right. Sorry. Is it a bit of an inconvenience?
Well, kind of I'd been backing the whole sort of bread approach. That's sort of the whole point. But that's fine, you can't eat wheat.
Sorry.
Okay, something else instead. What about this here? This wine shall be my blood, and this cheese shall be my body. Whenever you eat of this delicious cheddar, you will...
Lord?
Yes, Simon?
I can't eat cheese.
You can't eat cheese? And may I ask, why not?
I'm lactose intolerant.
You what?
Lactose intolerant.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, I just swell up.
All right, I get the picture. What else have we got here? Fish? Fish! Come on, everyone okay with fish?
I'm afraid not, Lord. I'm allergic to fish.
Peter, you're allergic to fish?
Yeah, Lord, sorry.
You, Peter, are allergic to fish?
That's right.
But you're a fisherman. That's what you do, Peter. You fish. You're a fisherman.
Yeah, I know, ironic, isn't it? People keep saying to me, "Hey, Peter, have some fish." And I say, "I can't, I'm allergic." And they say, "That's weird, what with you being a bleeding fisherman?" And I say, I know.
All right, I get the picture. Well, what else is there? Is there anything round the back?
It's a baked Alaska.
Baked Alaska? No, I can't use baked Alaska. I mean, who would ever believe transubstantiation through a baked Alaska? What else is there?
I'm too old to be doing this. Going out and getting pissed. Having one off the wrist. I'm too old to be doing this. Don't wanna be tried out and rejected. I'd rather be ridiculously tested.
It's always upsetting when a cultural icon dies. Even though we have never met them, we feel a pang of sadness at the death of someone who has contributed to the planet's repository of culture. This was evident by the number of people who turned out for the funeral of the inventor of the game Tetris. And if you'd now like to stand while the deceased is lowered into the grave.
It's not fitting.
Try rotating it round 45 degrees. No, the other way.
It's still not fitting.
No, look.
It's not going in.
Rotate it round onto its end. Hurry, there's another coffin coming. Well, this next sketch looks fun. It says here it's about TV presenter Kirsty Walk, tired and exhausted after finishing a charity fun run at Edinburgh Zoo in front of the chimpanzee enclosure. And those chimps are oblivious to it all. So happy are they to have some new bananas. Well, sounds quite sweet and innocent to me. Doesn't seem to be anything offensive about that. Okay, run the tape.
Oh, dear. Oh, my God. That hurts.
I can see how that might be misinterpreted. Moving on.